Okay. So guys, hello guys, everyone. This is Ankit this side. So we'll start the session now. So first, what I'll do is I'll give my quick introduction about myself. Then we'll have a quick conversation with you also, guys. Okay. So myself, Ankit, I have a near about 9 years of experience in the IT industry. And in the IT industry, the first 3 years I have worked as a Oracle applications technical and functional developer. And then from last 6 years, I am working in the cloud platform in AWS and both in Azure. So in both the platforms, I'm working from last 6 years, more than 6 years, I am working it. So this is a quick introduction about me. So let's have a quick introduction about yourself also. Does anyone have any question regarding the training or whatever you want to ask regarding the course? We can just discuss about that one. So to better understand what I'm going to do, I'm just going to disable the chat box. So it will be easy for us to concentrate on the what we are going to talk, guys. I'm going to stop the chat, guys, right now. Okay. So first of all, yes, Saurabh, you can unmute yourself. Hi, Saurabh. Good afternoon.
Hello, sir. Hello, sir.
Yes, Saurabh, are you able to hear me?
Yes.
Yes. Can you let me know what do you have any question regarding the training or what do you have any questions?
Sir, can you get the videos or recordings of the classes?
Guys, for this thing, let me give you some details. Here I've given it. Regarding the recordings, if you have any question, just note down these details, guys. These are the contact details of my team. You can drop an email or you can call on this number or you can send them a WhatsApp to these numbers also.
Okay, sir.
Okay. So regarding the recordings, if you have any question, guys, contact these.
Okay, sir.
Okay, Sarah.
Okay, sir. Thank you.
Any question regarding the training you have or any other thing you want to ask?
Oh, no, sir. If I have any questions, I will ask you.
Thank you, Sarah. Yes, Preeti, you can unmute. Preeti, you can unmute yourself. Preeti, are you able to hear me? Yes, Priyanka, you can unmute. Priyanka, you can unmute yourself. Yes, Thirumal, you can unmute. Thirumal, are you able to hear me? Yes, Thirumal, you can ask your question. Thirumal, do you have any question regarding the training? No. Thirumal? Guys, if you don't have any question, don't raise your hands. It's not going to waste your time and even my time. It's not going to waste it. So if you don't have any question, don't raise your hand, guys. Yes, Sheikh, you can unmute. Prabhakar, you can unmute yourself. Prabhakar, are you able to hear me? Neeta, you can unmute yourself. Jyoti, you can. Guys, are you able to hear me? I'm not sure, guys. Are you able to hear me or not? Because I'm not sure why you guys have raised your hand if you're not interested to talk. So please, if you're not interested, or do you don't have any question, don't raise your hand, guys. It's a request. Yes, Jyoti, do you have any question?
No, sir.
That's I'm telling you, don't raise your hand if you don't have any question. So I'm just going to lower all hand, guys. So now if anyone have any question, please raise your hand now if you have any question. Yes, Alok, you can unmute.
Yeah, hi, good afternoon, sir.
Good
Sir.
afternoon, Alok.
So actually, I am I have no idea about I know the stuffs about AWS, but will this training be like for the starters as well? Like
This
I'll
in this training, any a fresher or experienced person, whichever we have it, anyone can join this training, because this training is starting from basic to advanced level. Might be if you have seen the course content.
yes,
So this
sir.
course content is based from basic to advanced.
Okay, got it, sir. Got it. Thank
Okay. Do you have any question or more, Ashok?
you. No, that's it, sir. Thank you.
Yes, Syed, you can unmute yourself.
Yeah, hello, good afternoon.
Good afternoon, Syed.
Can you please explain what is the at present scenario and scope of AWS in India, and what would be the salary for beginners, and what would be the experience and all?
No, you ask your question one by one. So it will be easy for me to answer, and everyone can easily understand your question also.
Okay,
So one
okay.
by one, you can ask your question.
So can you let me know at present what is the scope of AWS in India?
It is not just in India, it's all I'm talking about whole world.
Okay.
Syed.
Okay.
Future is all about cloud.
Okay.
Because right now the people, those are working it, they all needs to move to cloud in future
Yeah.
also, because every client is moving it to future.
Yes.
In future. So it's the right time if you do it, because after 3-4 years, it will be very difficult to get a job in cloud. But those people are right now, if they are it, you guys can move easily. It will be easy for you to go for this.
Yeah. And what will be the salary of beginner?
Salary packages, I don't know about the salary packages, because it depend on company to company also.
Okay.
Because some companies are giving it 3.5 also, some giving you like 3 also, some might be giving 4 also.
At the
It depend
beginning.
on company, beginner level also, yes.
Okay.
So it depend on client to client vary. So I can't commit that this is the package they are going to.
Okay.
Even some companies are giving 2.5 also.
Okay.
So
Now,
it depend on the company.
okay, now you have 6 years of experience, right? So what is your salary?
12 lakh rupees per year.
Oh, that's great. Nice. Thank you.
Okay, any question?
Not from my side.
Okay, thank you. Yes, Azhar, you can unmute.
Hi, Ankit. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I'm able to hear you.
Yeah, so Ankit, I have a few queries. First is, I think someone already asked that, is it for the beginner also? So that doubt is clear. But are there any prerequisites for this course? Means what we need to arrange? Because I'm just joining the session from my mobile. So
No, there is no prerequisite, but if you have a basic Linux knowledge, that will be very good. But that it is not mandatory actually. But if you have, that is the advantage for you to understand, because to work for this, we need to have some basic Linux command. We are going to do that. If you know, that is good. Otherwise, whichever you are going to do, that is even sufficient for you to learn it. Now, what I'll do it in the end of the training, I'll give you some link. Based on that, you guys can learn Linux commands also.
okay. And you have not given me, when I saw the details, you have not given any details of the topics which will be discussed. So
did you see the course content?
No, I could not. Just
check the chat box. Just check the chat box. I shared one Google Drive link in the chat box just few minutes back. The link, if you click, you are able to come to this PDF file.
Okay.
In this one, all complete details are there. Means what are type of application load balancer we are going to cover it. We are going to cover EFS, EBS, mounting the volume. And in that one, we are going to cover projects also. 2 projects we are going to cover it. So whatever each and every single detail is given in this PDF. Just check that.
Okay, and Ankit, apart from doing this AWS training, do you suggest should we means Linux? You already said that it's a kind of prerequisite, right? So apart from doing this training, apart from attending this training, do you suggest that we should go for some other programming language also, which will help us in the AWS?
No, there is no programming language is required. Not required. If you want to go after this training, you can go for a professional level, or you can go for DevOps, or you can go for, but as per your interest also.
Okay. Okay. Yeah. Thanks. Thanks a lot.
Thank you. Yes, Jagdish, you can unmute. Jagdish, you can unmute yourself.
Hey Ankit, good evening. Are you able to hear me?
Yes, I'm able to hear you.
Hey, thanks. Good evening, Ankit.
Good evening.
First of all, thanks for your service. And second thing, whatever the course we are going through for 40 days, right? Which certification course is helpful?
This training will not help you to clear certification, first of all. This training will help you to work in real time. Because for certification, you need a theoretical knowledge, and this is practical training. Okay. But in this, after completion of this training, if you want to go for any certification, you can go for SAAC02, Associate Level 1.
Okay.
This certification, you can go for that if you want. But this training will not help you for this. What we are going to do, will provide you some dumps. Based on that dumps, you can complete your certification.
Okay. Okay. Thanks, Ankit. Thank you.
Yes, Kunal, you can unmute. Raghu, you can unmute.
Hi, Ankit.
Hi, Raghu.
What is in AWS? I have a small doubt regarding AWS and Azure. Can I ask? Sir,
you can ask.
In AWS in Azure we can find the services of DevOps as a Azure DevOps. All right. Can we find in AWS also as a service as a DevOps?
DevOps is not related to AWS. It's not related to Azure, first of all. DevOps is a lot of tools, which is actually a process. DevOps is not any particular tool. DevOps is actually a process which you can implement on AWS also, you can implement on Azure also, you can implement on Google also. Okay. So any of the cloud you can implement. DevOps is a completely different thing which you can apply on any of the cloud platform.
Yes, sir. I'm asking about a service. In Azure, we can find a DevOps as a service. In services, Azure DevOps. But in AWS, can we find like that or not?
That's what I'm telling you, Raghu. There is no service. It's a platform that AWS and Azure is a platform. In those things, you can apply on AWS also, you can apply DevOps, or Azure also you can apply DevOps. Anywhere where you want to do, you can do that. It is not any particular service under cloud. There is no service in Azure, there is no service in cloud. So in AWS, you can apply DevOps on AWS also, or in Azure also, anywhere you can do.
Okay, sir. Thank you.
Okay.
Thank you.
Anything else, Raghu?
No, sir. Thank you.
Yes, Jagdish, you can unmute. Jagdish, you can unmute yourself.
Hey Ankit, I already asked my question at my end.
So if after your question, just lower down your hand, so it will be easy for me.
Oh, sorry about that. Yeah,
okay, no issue. Yes, Venkat, you can unmute. Venkat, you can unmute yourself. Venkat, are you able to hear me? Ravina, you can unmute yourself.
Yeah, hi. Ankit, I just wanted to ask whether we'll be able to receive the recordings or not.
Regarding recordings, I already told you need to contact my team. You can drop an email, you can call on this number or send a WhatsApp to these numbers. Regarding recordings, you need to contact.
Okay. And regarding the migration, like from VM to cloud, so you'll be like
That we are
after
going to
this-
cover it in this training. Here we
after
have
this,
the course.
we'll be like able to migrate our own.
Migration on-premises virtual machine to AWS.
Yeah, so we'll be
That
able
we are
to
going to.
completely migrate after this training, right? Whatever we want.
Definitely, we are going to learn that part. That we are going to do with the help of OVA file. And here, if you see in the below, in my machine, there's a VMware workstation is there. So this is, I already have a OVA file in my machine. So that documents, virtual machine, here is it. This is the OVA file which we are going to migrate. Okay, so that we'll learn when we'll come to that. Anything else, Rabia? Sorry, Ravina. Okay, thank you. Yes, Shreya, you can unmute.
Hey, hi. Am I audible?
Yeah, I'm able to hear you.
Yeah, thank you. So, like earlier, you mentioned that this course will, it will take us from basics to advanced. So, out of this, the list of concepts that you're going to cover, what is categorized as advanced?
This one, which you're talking about, how we can migrate an AWS VMware to AWS.
Oh, okay, okay.
This is coming under, actually, this talking about this thing is coming under professional level, but I'm covering it even in this training. So,
okay. So like, can we also migrate some data from one system to another using this cloud thing? Like
no, there's a service called data sync. With the help of that, you can do that. There's a service called data sync. With the help of with the help of that on-premises data, if you want to migrate to cloud, that can be only possible with the help of data sync service.
Okay, okay. So okay, and let's say on-premise, like let's say we have a application and the backend database is a relational database. Can we migrate the data from on-premise relational database to a cloud database using?
Yes, it is possible.
It is possible using data sync?
No, it is not possible. Data sync is for storage service.
Okay.
There are other services are there with the help of that you can.
And will we be looking into those concepts?
No, that is not part. That is coming under professional level. We are not going to cover that. Those things which is mentioned in the course content, only those things are going to cover. So each and every single step is mentioned it what we are going to cover in this training. You can check.
Okay. So if someone wants to dive into data technologies on cloud, so could you please guide like what could be the further trainings or knowledge that we should gain after this
We'll those things we'll discuss it in the end of the training. Right now, it's not a correct point right now because there are a lot of people are fresher. So if I'm talking with them, definitely they are also get confused. So right now, it's not a correct time to discuss about those points.
Yeah, true.
Things we'll discuss in the end of the training.
Yeah, that would be all from my end. Yeah.
Thank you. Yes, Narsima, you can unmute.
Hi, sir. This is Narsima here. First of all,
hi, Narsima. Good evening, Narsima.
Actually, I have experience in financial domain in 6 years.
In which technology?
It is a financial domain.
Okay, in finance.
Yes. So next I want to switch into the AWS. So it is I don't know anything about IT.
Don't worry about that. Whatever, if you don't know anything in this training, even a fresher also can join. If a person have a zero knowledge, if a person have any knowledge about any other technology, he can also learn. Don't worry about that. Whatever your previous experience you have, anyone can learn that these things.
Okay, so after this, suppose if I learn everything, no, so list of services which is provided here. So after that, I mean, so it is an intermediate level or a starting level?
This is from basic to advanced, but it is coming under associate level. This is
Associate level.
Associate level. It is coming. It is completely associate level. After that, if you want to go, you can go for expert level. In that, there are more services are going to cover.
Okay.
Okay.
This is my doubt. Okay, thank you so much.
In this time, we are going to cover about VPN, VPC peering, and those things also we are going to cover. Those are also coming under advanced concepts. VPC peering also.
Okay,
a lot of things we are going to cover it. We will learn it when we are coming to those.
Okay, sir. Okay. Thank you so much.
Okay. Anything else?
Nothing.
Thank you. Yes, you can unmute. Are you able to hear me, Likhinit? Vishnu, you can unmute.
Hello.
Yes, Vishnu.
This is Likit. Am I
audible? Yes,
audible?
Likit. Yeah, I'm able to hear you.
Yeah.
Vishnu, just wait for a few minutes. Yes.
Sorry, there's some audio issue. Yeah. Actually, I'm working as an Angular and .NET developer. So by the end of this course, can I expect like I'll be able to deploy the applications in AWS?
Yes, you can do that also. There are some services which we are going to cover. Based on that, you can do.
Okay. So by end of this course, I can expect everything.
Definitely.
Databases.
Yes, you can do that also.
Yes. Yeah.
Anything else?
Yeah, nothing. Actually, I have a CCP certification. So I did it last month. So I need to prepare for developers. So yeah.
Okay.
This helps me. Yeah.
Okay. Thank you. Yes, Vishnu, you can unmute now.
Hi, Ankit. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I'm able to hear you.
Yeah. So as a non-IT person, I am a non-IT professional related to the mechanical field, core mechanical field. So how will it beneficial for me for the future perspective?
You are from mechanical background.
Yeah, right.
For many
so
mechanical.
Right now I am working in technology. I am working in a technology in research, design, and development. So how will it and working on some mechanical tools, but how will be applicable for me in future perspective? How it will be beneficial for me?
No, I'm talking on if you are from mechanical background. First of all, if you want a job, what you need to do is you need to put some previous experience that you're working as AWS. In working in AWS, that time it will be easy, because if you go directly for as a fresher, or if you go with your previous experience, there it will be very difficult for you to get a job. Okay. So you need to put some 2 years of experience, then you can go from that.
No, my question is that is it any application of AWS in future for the mechanical point of view, like the technology is working over the
no, right now there is not
tools
any service we have it for mechanical, specific for mechanical. There is no service.
Okay, thank you.
Yes, you can unmute. Okay, you can unmute.
Hello, very good afternoon, sir.
Good afternoon.
Sir, my question is that in this session, are we going to cover the load balancer classification?
Did you see the course content, Akhil?
I haven't seen, sir, because just I'm asking, will it cover load balancer?
In this, yes, definitely load balancer is going to cover, and we have multiple types of load balancer. Those we are going to cover.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Application and network load balancer, we are going to cover it.
You can see in my screen. Yes, it is in my course content. We are going to.
Yeah. Okay. Got it. Thank you.
As regarding course content, if you have, it is there in the chat box. Please check the link. It is there. All the details, whatever is course content, I'm going to cover. A single step is mentioned here. Like we are going to cover Lambda service. We are going to learn about how we can recover a key pair even if we lost it. We are going to learn it. Here we have a service called Data Lifecycle Manager, EFS, EBS, other S3, what we are going to cover it, IAM, VPC. Here we have VPC peering, VPN configuration. Here we have an open VPN configure that we are going to learn, VPC flow log, endpoint, reachability analyzer. So multiple things, each and every single, we have a service called Athena. We are going to learn about Route 50. So each and every single detail is mentioned in the course content. Link is in the chat box. You guys can please check the link.
Yeah, actually, I asked that, sir, because last time when I joined the session, they said they will cover the load balancer application.
Does it mention in the course content?
That time, I'm not sure, sir, but that time it
If
was
it's
not
not
covered.
mentioned, it might be, it will not get go. But if it's mentioned in course content, each and every detail which is mentioned in course content, we are going to cover.
Okay, okay. Thank you.
Okay. Even in the course content, if you see here, the two projects are mentioned. This is one project, this is another project. One is related to VPC, EC2 and RDS, and other is only to S3 bucket. So both the projects which you are going to cover, and in the end, I'll give you some quiz. Based on that, you can attempt those quiz which are help of this will help you to whatever we are going to learn in the training. You can revise those things with the help of those quiz. With the help of this, you can help you to clear the interview also.
Okay, okay, sir. Thank you.
Okay. Anything
sir,
else?
thank you. No, sir. Thank you. That's all.
Yes, Anil, you can unmute.
Hi, Ankit. Anil Kumar here.
Hi, Anil.
Yeah, right now I have already joined the DevOps course from Sunil. But I have a doubt which one would have. But this is we need to learn the AWS right for DevOps.
This is AWS training. This is not a DevOps training.
Yeah, already I joined the DevOps training, but I didn't join the AWS from Logic Labs. But how much is need to be learned for me for AWS in here?
For DevOps, if you just want only go for DevOps, very basic as AWS is required. But if you have both the knowledge of, if you have a good knowledge of DevOps, if you have a good knowledge of AWS, it's a very good combination to get a calls from the client.
Okay.
To get a job easily, it is very easy, guys.
Okay, okay, fine.
Okay, if you know both the things, if you just know single thing, it is also good, but might be you'll get a lesser call. But if you have both the knowledge, you'll get more calls. We always recommended always from our side that DevOps and one cloud is good. Even you can go for AWS or you can go for Azure. One of the cloud you need to know. Even if you know both the cloud, that is also very good. But make sure you know one cloud with DevOps.
How much I will need to learn for DevOps here? But
if you just only go for DevOps or you want to go for cloud also, if you just want to go for DevOps, Sunil has already teach you in the AWS. That train that just EC2 machine they have teach you those things.
Yes, sir.
But if you want to go in more depth, that is a complete training which you can join it and then you can go for that in AWS.
Okay, okay, thank you.
Okay, but if you're not interested in cloud, then you can only go for the DevOps. But yes, I'm telling you, if you know both, it will be easy for you to get a job or promotion in your company.
Yeah, got it. Thank you.
Okay. Yes, Shiva, you can unmute.
Can you hear me, Ankit?
Yes, I'm able to hear you, Shiva.
Yeah, the last question the person asked was the same question I was asking. Like the course content, what actually you are teaching, that is enough for DevOps training? For
DevOps training, in this training, there is very basic thing is required, like EC2 machine creation. You don't need to learn complete that one.
No, I'm asking, like I want to learn both the things, like DevOps and AWS. So the whole content, like what you given, that is enough for learning the DevOps?
Yes, that is sufficient.
For
DevOps, I already also told you, for DevOps, very basic cloud is required.
Okay.
Okay, but if this is complete training.
Yeah, okay.
Okay.
Okay, and you was telling to some other person like some advanced levels in AWS. So that is not your,
Yes.
that is not required for DevOps. I think so.
No, not required. But that's those things we are going to cover it in this training. Whatever the as per the course content, you can check like VPC bearing, migration on premises, on VM, those things we are going to cover. It is mentioned in the course content. You can check that. It is given in the chat box link.
Yeah, and the class timings will be the 4 o'clock every day.
Timing will be always be the same, Monday to Friday, 4 p.m. IST.
And Saturday, Sunday off.
No session on Saturday and Sunday. Yes, correction.
Yeah, thank you. Done.
Anything else, Shiva?
No, thank you. Done.
Yes, Mekhraj, you can unmute.
Yeah, Ankit, hi, good evening.
Good evening.
So I just wanted to ask you, like, after learning this course content, like, what will be the, to make an entry into this DevOps jobs? I'm sorry, in this cloud jobs. So what will be the basic first job role, like, which we will
Those
look for?
depend on the cloud because as per the training, Mekhraj, we need to know the services. But in real time, we are not going to work on all services. They are going to assign us one service or two service. Based on that, you work on. So those things are depend on client to client requirement. I can't commit that you work on this service or this person will work. Those things, as per their requirement, they want the person to be in this service. They assign you that service.
All right, and also for acquiring a decent enough job, is it is the certification compulsory, mandatory, or?
No, I'm telling you, as per Indian market, they are not going to see certification. Very few clients are seeing certification as per Indian market. Okay.
Okay.
They're not good, but they are always go for your knowledge, not for your certification. Very rare case, any client will go for the certification that yes, this person has a certification. As per Indian market, in US market, if I talk about US market, they are giving it a more privilege to certification rather than a knowledge. In US market, in India market, they are giving more preference to your knowledge even before than your certification.
Okay, okay. And one more question, if you don't mind, actually, like
Yes.
this training is completely free, right?
Live training is completely free. Yes.
Yeah, yeah. So obviously, some institutes are charging money, like 15,000 and 10,000 like that. So is there any difference between the course content or anything?
I don't know, Mekhraj, what they are teaching. I know what I'm teaching it. I don't know even know. I
Out
don't
of
want to know what
curiosity-
they are teaching it.
Out of just curiosity, I asked, don't mind, because just a normal
That's not my part. If you want to compare,
Yeah,
you
yeah.
have my course content. You can ask their course content and you can compare it.
Yeah, because I am relying on this only because obviously they are free available in YouTube also. But I believe live course, live teaching is really necessary and it is
Yes, so
real-time.
that's what I'm telling you. Have my course content. You can ask their course content and you can compare by yourself. So
Yeah,
you get have information as per your requirement. You wherever you want to learn, you can go from.
Yeah,
No
yeah.
one is forcing you to learn from us or from anywhere else.
Yeah, and live cases we'll be having, right? After this, will you give the live scenarios to work on, or I mean,
This training is completely practically. Whatever we are going to learn, those things, if you practice it, and even if you learn those things, it helps you a lot to clear the interview also.
Got it.
Okay.
Ankit.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Yes, Faisal, you can unmute.
Hello. Okay.
Yes, Faisal.
So Ankit, I am from non-IT background. In fact, my qualification also from commerce background. So can I go for this course?
Yeah, learning is not mandatory for anyone. If you want, anyone can learn it. Anyone, those people are interested, anyone can learn this course. It's not mandatory that this person can learn, this person not can learn. Anyone can learn this course.
Also, actually, I am having overall 8 years of experience in non-IT background. So how can I go for the as a experience in AWS?
So you need to put some 2 or 3 years of experience, then it will be easy for you to switch a job to IT back. Because
So
you are
can
from a commerce background, that time it will be difficult because definitely they all, whenever they see they were checking that BTech or BCA or MCA, they are checking. But if you have previous experience, then it will be easy for you to get up.
But I'm working in non-IT, and if I've told them that I'm working IT background, so how they can it's been identifiable.
That's why you need to put some previous experience.
Okay, previous experience. So currently I'm working with Allstate. So can I tell them that in Allstate I'm working in IT? So
yes, you can put it if you are because whenever a company is verifying your experience, as per I'm telling this thing, I'm telling you as per my experience. Whenever a company is verifying your previous experience, they're not going to verify in which technology you're working. They're always verifying it. Are you working in that company or not? This is I'm telling you as per my experience.
okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
Anything else?
No.
Okay. Yes, Arcade, you can unmute. Arcade, you are able to hear me? Praveen, you can unmute.
Yeah. Hi, Ankita. This is Praveen Jaiswal. Yeah.
Hi, Praveen.
Hi. How are you doing?
Good. How are you?
I'm doing good. Ankita, I'm seeing this course content, each and everything. So, will you be covering the most of the things from experience point of view? Like, how is it? I mean, take an example. While creating the EC2 instances, where we create only the trial version, right? I mean, the tier version which we are using it actually. So we will be doing it that. So when it comes to the real time, right? So how would you take a count on that one? I mean,
It depend on client to client vary that which type of EC2 machine require, which type of application they want to use it. Based on that, they are going to take the EC2 machine, and they are going to inform you that what type of EC2 machine is required by them. So they want in that one, they want more memory, they want a more hard disk, so more CPU. So purely depend on their application. So which type of application they are going to conduct, so we can't guess it. Which client is conduct which type of application. Based on that, whatever their requirement, they are going to inform. Based on that, you can select that type of EC2 machine.
Because as you told, like I mean, if we go through this course and we can crack the interview, right? So if we go through the course and we crack the interview, so wherein I've been certain interviews wherein they have asked me, like I mean, how does the infrastructure of yours in AWS, how do you create the instances and all? They asked me. So I gave the reply in a way saying that. Like depend upon the requirement, and also I did it in the same way. But if you can just have some brush up on that particular part, then it will be helpful, I guess.
So when we are discussing it, when we are creating EC2 machine, when we are that time we'll discuss some points. That time we can do that. Right now, it's not possible for to discuss.
Yeah. I know.
Okay. So we'll discuss it at that time. We can discuss it. Or that time, if you have any question, that time you can ask those questions as per your.
Sure. Okay. Thank you.
Okay.
Yeah. Thank you.
Okay. Anything else, Praveen?
Nothing much. That's what I want to ask you, because these are the things, the topics which are covered in it. So how? So at the time of the recall sections, when you start the sections and topics, right? So at that time, I will gather some questions, and then we can just discuss if we have a time there.
Okay.
Yes. Thank you.
Yes, Uma, you can unmute. Uma, are you able to hear me? Shanmukh, you can unmute yourself.
Hi, Ankit. Very good.
Hi, Shanmukh.
Yeah. Hi, Ankit. Like most of my questions are answered like from previous doubts. So I just want to know one thing. I'm planning to learn AWS with planning to learn DevOps with AWS platform. So just want to check, can I learn simultaneously like AWS and DevOps simultaneously? Will I be able to cope up because I'm having completely
depends on
non-IT
you.
experience?
Depend on you how much load you can put on yourself. If you are able to put a load on yourself, definitely you can do that. See, every person have a different mindset. Every person have capability. Yes. So if you have that one, if you can put a load on your, definitely I would suggest you to go for both. So it help you to learn that very quickly, because as per my experience, or which I have giving a training from last 5-6 years, which I have observed it, to learn any of the technology, it takes near about 90 days. To get completely learn any technology, it takes, because after that we are going to complete this training in 40 days. But after that, you need to practice it. So as per that, as per my assumption, which I have taken a lot of training, which I have talked to my students also, it takes near about 90 days to every person to complete that, come to that proper level, to give an interview or to go for that one, near about 90 days it will. Okay, so if you are able to do that, definitely go for both the one at a time. Or if you are not, then go one by one. But don't put a pressure on you, because if you put pressure on, very much pressure on you, you are not able to practice those things or this thing also. So think about it and then take your own decision on those things.
Yeah. Thank you so much, Andrew. Thank you so much for your suggestion. Yeah, I'll do.
Thank you,
So just last question, like in AWS, like trainer Sunil will teach some of the AWS section, like it will be covered. So will that be enough, or else like with the course content in your class, will it be like advanced one, or else like will it be?
I don't know what Sunil was teaching it in AWS. I know what I am teaching it. I didn't see his course content, and even I don't have a knowledge what he is teaching it. What I am teaching it, that I know it.
Oh, okay. I'll compare it myself. Okay, I'll compare.
Yes, that you can do that. I don't have any knowledge. I didn't see his course content. Whatever I'm teaching it, I've given all the details in this course content, each and every single day.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. Fine. Thanks, Sunil. Thank you.
Thank you. Not Sunil, Ankit.
Yeah, Ankit. Yeah. Sorry.
Okay. Thank you. Okay. So with this, we'll start about some little discussion about cloud computing. Then there are a lot of people have raised their hand. Guys, I'll come to you back after that. So first we'll discuss about what is cloud computing. What is cloud computing? Cloud computing is where we can store our all the data. It can be storage, it can be application, or whatever the infrastructure will require it for our work. We can store all the details in this complete cloud, and it can be any type of cloud, whichever we are getting in the market. And how we can access this cloud? Based on the internet. It can be based on the mobile application, mobile we can do it, or from our computers or laptops we can access it. So it can be on internet, or it can be on intranet also. We can access those applications, whichever we want to access from this cloud. Now here we have some features about cloud computing, guys. Here I have given some features. So these are the features which we have, which is one of the very basic feature is pay as you go. Pay as you go means whatever you are going to use the cloud, only for that purpose you need to pay for the cloud. You don't need to pay for whole month or for whole week. Just for, if you use the service for 10 minutes, you just need to pay only for 10 minutes. That is the biggest feature of each and every cloud we have it. And there are a lot of features which we have it here, and here in the below I have given their definition also, guys. But the definitions I'm not going to discuss right now, because if I discuss these definitions, definitely you guys will get confused. So I'm just, when you'll get this PPT in the end of the training, don't read it right now. In the end of the training, when we'll complete it, then read this definition. So that time you guys can easily understand these definitions also. Now, coming to the types of cloud computing, we have two types of cloud: deployment model and service model. First, we'll discuss about deployment. In deployment, we have three types: public, hybrid, private. Here I'll come. Public cloud. What is public cloud? Public cloud is like an infrastructure, a service a servers, a virtual machines, whichever we are going to create. A lot of people know they are calling it EC2. So EC2 is a public cloud. Into that, we are going to create our virtual machines in the cloud. In that one, we are going to do, and based on that, we'll give the public access to those machines. And based on that, this machine, whichever we are giving public access, it can be accessed from anywhere, any part of the world. Private cloud is VPC. In AWS, we have a service called VPC. In Azure, it's a service called VNet. In Oracle, there's a service called OCP. So these are the services which we are getting it under cloud. It is called private cloud. What is this VPC? We'll discuss completely in our upcoming session. We'll completely in much more complete depth. We are going to discuss about VPC, because VPC is one of the very important service of AWS. And under this, we are going to learn about a lot of things. We'll discuss about course content in upcoming session. Hybrid cloud, combination of public and private cloud. This is in real time, we are going to use hybrid cloud, because in real time, what we are doing, we are creating our own VPC, and under our own VPC, we are going to create a EC2 machine. So if you are creating under your own VPC EC2 machine, that is called hybrid cloud. So how we'll do, we'll see in our upcoming sessions. And then we have service models, IaaS, SaaS, PaaS. Now, what is stand for IaaS? Infrastructure as service. Here, AWS, Azure, Google, Oracle, what are these? These are infrastructure assets. They are providing us their own infrastructure. Based on their own infrastructure, guys, we can create whatever we want to do. We can create our EC2 machine. We can create our S3 bucket. So they are just providing their own infrastructure. On their own infrastructure, we can do whatever we want to do it, guys. Then other type of service, platform. In AWS, there is a service called AWS Elastic Beanstalk. It is a platform. As they are in that one, we are going to just use the platform, and this service is majorly used by the developer. In previous session, someone has asked me a question. I am this type of developer that if I learn it, with this the help of this service, guys, developers can create their applications. So in this one, you can just, whatever the type of code you have it, you can upload, and whatever the things are required automatically will create by the AWS. This is a very important service of AWS. And then we have a software, like a Gmail, we are using it. Gmail is a software as a service we are going to use in our real time. Gmail, Yahoo, Hotmail, what are these? All are software as a service. This is about, we have it about type of cloud compute. Now coming to AWS. AWS is a cloud computing service created by Amazon. It is a collection of remote computing services. Web service can be on our cloud computing platform, which can be accessed through internet. And when it started in 2006, and it has total 25 region. It means it is in total 25 countries. They have their servers. Based on their servers, we are going to create our machine. And here is the link which I have given it. Based on that, you guys can check where the complete map, we can check where we have the AWS servers. Now, wherever you see this orange one, these are called regions. Wherever you see this blue, these are called edge location. What is this edge location? Guys, don't confuse. We'll discuss it in our upcoming session about edge location when we'll come to our topic called S3 bug. So here you can see this is the North America map. If you want to go to South America, here is it. So in that below it is given. These are their edge locations also they have. Don't confuse, we'll discuss in our upcoming session, edge locations. Europe, Middle East, Africa, here we can see. Their map. Asia Pacific, here is it. In India, we have just only one region, which is in Mumbai right now. So here is it. Mumbai we have. Edge locations we have it multiple in India. We have 4 edge locations in India, but region we have it only one right now. In future we'll get one more region in our India, which is going to be in Hyderabad location. It is in process, it takes some years, but after that we'll get one more region in India, which is in Hyderabad. Right now we have just only one, which is in Mumbai. So these are the edge locations. These are the regions which we have it in AWS. Now, whenever guys you are going to create your AWS account, we are getting it multiple types of subscription. 3 types of subscription we are getting: 12 months, always free, trial. Means whenever you are creating your AWS account, some services you will get only for 12 months free, some service you will get for 12 months free, and some services you will get only for trial period. Trial period means whenever you have created your account, for next 30 days or next 60 days, that services are free. Here is the link I have given it. Let me show you that also. There in this link, guys, we can see all the details. This service is free for how many days? See, it is free trial, 12 months, and always. So scroll down. Here I can see that. Here we have a filter option, guys. I can see that also. If you want to see 12 months free, just check this checkbox. Here I can see. So I'm able to see which are services are free for 12 months. If you want to see product wise, here we are getting the product wise also. If you want to see trial period one, also select trial one. Here I see. So to Redshift, if you see there is a service called Redshift, this is for DBAs, those are database administrator. For them, this is a service we have. Whenever you're creating your AWS account, for 2 months it is free. Like this is for only for 40 hours, this is for 2 months. Like these are the trial services, 15 days, 3 million requests, 750 hours for 3 months. It is free. So those are some are trial period. Or if I go for always free, we can see that also. Here is it. Lambda 1 million requests are free per month. After 1 million, they are going to charge you. In CloudWatch 10, CloudFront 1 GB, 1 TB, sorry. So like this, here I am getting it all services also free. So there are total 3 types of subscription which we are getting in. Now, coming to the leader. Everyone know that AWS is number 1 in the world. Here we have AWS. Microsoft Azure is number 2. Google is number 3. Alibaba 4, 5, Oracle. Then here we have Tenet and IBM. So these are the clouds which we have. This is actually a company called Gartner. They are going to review every 6 months based on that, whatever the decision they are going to take it. Based on that, here we can see those are the number 1 cloud in the world. So AWS is number 1 cloud in the world, which we have it. Even we can see the latest one. The latest one is from July 2001. So see here, AWS is the number 1 cloud in the world. Now coming to the course content, here are the guys services which we are going to cover in this training. Let me discuss it. EC2, S3, IAM, Elastic Load Balancer, Auto Scaling, VPC, Route 53, CLI, RDS, Elastic Beat Stack, Cloud Trial, SCS, SQS, SNS, Cloud Formation, CloudFront, CloudWatch, Calculator, Event Bridge, EBS, EFS, AWS Backup, Data Sync, DynamoDB, Lambda, and so these are total services which we are going to cover in this training. Total how many? 3, 6, 9, 12, 15, 18, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26 services which we are going to cover in this training. And this is just let me show you the complete details. Here is a complete description of course content, guys. Here we are going to learn, this is EC2 which I mentioned, we are going to learn it. And then we are going to discuss about we can generate a PPK file also using AWS account. Then we learn about how we can transfer our files. Then we'll discuss about web server. Here we are going to discuss about script. And then here we are going to discover how we can create our users. Because in real time, guys, whenever I want to connect to my EC2 machine, we are not going to use the default user. By default, whenever we are creating a machine, guys, we are getting a user called EC2-user whenever we are going to use Amazon Linux. But in real time, are we connecting with this user? No. We always connecting with our own user. Every person will get his own user. So here we are going to learn how we can create our own users into that. So based on that, we are going to provide. And then we have a load balancer, which we are going to cover classic application network. Then we have auto scaling, status check, protection of our instance, scale up, scale down, scale out, scale in. And then we have a multiple types of snapshot. We are going to discuss it. And here we are going to discuss about how we can schedule a snapshot also. Then here we have AMI option, alarm, launching an instance from launch template, metadata tag, CLI, recovering key pair. This is important. If we lost our key pair, how we can recover that also. And then here we have elastic bean stack, Lambda, EBS. A lot of people have wrong information. I'm just telling you basics here, that if you just attach it, your volume get attached, but it is wrong information, guys. If anyone have, here we are going to learn about mounting the volume also, because just a click on attach, it will not get attached your volume with your EC2 machine. We need to mount that also after that. So how to mount, we'll discuss it. And then we have a service called EFS. S3 bucket, we are going to discuss. This is all about S3. And then we have about IAM. So how we can create our AWS users we can create. Then here we are getting about VPC service, VPC about subnets, internet gateway, route table, bastion hosts, NAT gateway, NACL, infernal ports, VPC, reachability analyzer, VPC peering, endpoint, flow logs, VPN configuration. Here we have a VPN called OpenVPN that we are going to discuss here. And then we have a service called Athena. Athena service we are going to cover when we are going to cover a VPC flow log. With this, we are going to cover this Athena service also. And then Route 53, and under Route 53, we have multiple policies that also we're going to discuss. And then we are going to discuss about how we can link our S3 static website bucket. Here we have a topic called static website. So that we are going to discuss, but how to link with our domain name, because in real time, guys, whenever I want to open a website, we don't know any the back, but in the backend we have it. We only know facebook.com, google.com, like URLs, we remember it. So how we can link our S3 static by website with our domain name, that's what we are going to discuss here. And here we are going to discuss about how we can even link third-party domain with Route 53. And then here we have discussed about databases. We have multiple types of databases that we are going to discuss. And then we are going to discuss one database also. And here we'll discuss about how we can connect the database with a tool called MySQL Workbench. And then here we have another type of database called DynamoDB. That also we are going to discuss. Here we have some security option, CloudTrail, Trusted Advisor, CloudFront. And then we have simple notification service, simple queue, calculator, event bridge. These services we have discussed it earlier. Then here we have a monitor service called CloudWatch. And here I'm getting migration and transfer service, backup, data sync, migration on-premises VM toward AWS, AWS Snow. And then here we have a service called AWS Budget. And in the end, guys, we are going to discuss about two projects. One is VPC, EC2 and RDS. Other one we are going to discuss about S3 bucket. So there are two projects which we are going to cover it. And then in the end, you will get a quiz from my side based on that, which you can do it from your end. And based on that, it help you to enhance more knowledge into that. These things which you can do it. And after this training, if anyone want to go for certification, guys, you can go for this certification called AWS Certification Solution architect, associate level. Okay, and what we are getting it from our side, live training recordings you will get, training PPTs you will get from our side, AWS dump, and there's an AWS document which I'm going to provide, which is more than 800-page document. This document which I have created, let me share the document also. This is the document which I have created. It's more than an 800-page document. Means whatever we are going to learn in this training, so it's a 37-page document. Whatever we are going to learn in this training, it is there in this document also with screenshots also. Everything is there in this document with screenshot. So even in future, while practicing it after completion of the training also, if you have any doubt, you can just check this document. It help you to learn that one. And in future, if we add anything or if you update our example also in the training, guys, in this document, the same thing will get updated. Here it will update that also, which thing I have updated you. Based on that, you can go to that page and learn those things also. And then I'll provide you sample resumes also. There are more than 12 sample resumes. I have it. I'll provide you. Some are AWS DevOps sample resumes. Some are only AWS sample resumes. And then in the end, you will get interview questions and that AWS quiz also will get. These are a very important interview question which help you to clear your interview also. And in this training, I'm going to use, there near about 84 PPTs, I'm going to use it. So whenever we are sharing one by one, you will get these also. See here, I've given that 2 projects which I'm going to cover. And here is that last PPT which I'm going to go with, give you that also. The quizzes is Linux commands, AWS document, dump. So in this PPT, everything is there. But this PPT you will get in the end of the training. And this is about my side. If you have any question regarding the training, you can drop an email to this email, or you can call to this number, or I have given you some mobile numbers also. These are the one you can drop an email, call to this number, or send a WhatsApp message to them also. So this is the from my side. Anyone have any question, please let me know. Yes, Sangram, you can unmute. So you have already asked your question, Sangram.
Hello.
Yes, Sangram, do you have any question?
Yes, yes, sir. Hi. Sangram here. How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Yeah, I am fine. Actually, I have 9 years of experience in IT. So actually, initially I was working with the .NET technology, and after that I switched to the Oracle PLS. So is it easy for me to switch this with AWS? Or?
No, sir. Can you repeat your question? Your voice is cracking a little bit.
Hello. Are you able to hear me?
Yeah, I'm able to hear you.
Yes, actually, I have 9 years of experience with IT in IT field. Actually, initially I was working with the .NET, means with the ASP.NET, and after that I switched my career with the Oracle PLSQL. Means
PLSQL.
Yes, Oracle PLSQL. I am working now. So is it easy for me to choose the technology with AWS?
Sangram, when I started my career, I started in Oracle application 9 years back. So I worked in Oracle application as a skilled PLSQL developer, and in that Oracle application, we are generating reports, and I work as a functional consultant.
Okay.
So after that, I have switched. So you are also working at the same thing, which I worked as 6 years back. So definitely anyone can switch there from one technology to another technology. You can do that also.
Okay, means my means doubt was means Azure is will be easy or AWS will be.
Sangram, I am working in both the technology. Even I can give training on both the technology. If you see on the left side, it is AWS and this is Azure. Even I can give training on both the technology. I work on even both the technology. Both are same. There is nothing is difficult. Nothing is simple. If you know that thing, it is simple for you. If you don't know that thing, it is difficult for you.
Yes.
That is the human mentality. If you know that thing, that is simple for you. If you don't know that thing, that is difficult for you. Okay, so both are equal. There is nothing like that is difficult. This is simple.
Okay. Okay.
Okay.
Okay. Thanks.
Yes, Dilip, you can unmute. Dilip, you can unmute yourself. Pragati, you can unmute.
Hello.
Yes, Pragati.
Yeah, hi. Actually, I have 2+ years of experience in manual testing. So is this training is helpful for me?
Sorry, can you repeat your question?
I have 2+ years of experience in manual testing. So is this training is helpful for me?
Yes, anyone, like just now person is working in a skill PLSQL developer. Anyone can switch it to this technology because future is all about cloud. So it's better to switch now because definitely in future it's going to be difficult to get job.
Yeah, but I don't have any experience in this AWS.
So you can go for as a fresher also, or you can put your previous experience as a AWS one. Anyone can switch it because it's the correct time to switch it.
Okay. Or is we need any certification for this?
Certification is not mandatory.
Okay.
Okay, but earlier also I told you, yeah, as per Indian market, certification are not much required. But in US market, they are going to give more privilege to certification. But if you want to go, you can go for that also.
Okay.
But
So
in interview, it will not help you to clear interview for certification with the help of certification.
Okay. So is we get any sample resume for this?
Yes, in the end of the training, I told you, in the end of the training, I'm providing you sample resumes also. Here it is mentioned, I have given it here. You'll get more than 12 sample resumes from my side. Some are AWS DevOps samples, some are only AWS sample resumes.
Okay. Okay, thank you. Thank you.
Okay. Yes, Vijay, you can unmute.
Hi, Ankit. Good evening. How are you?
Good. How are you?
I'm doing good. Thank you. So, Ankit, just a quick question. So, you said this is from basic to intermediate level training, right? That you're going to give us. So, what's the experience that we can project in our resumes while
2
applying
to 3
for
years of experience.
That was my question. Thank you.
Thank you. Yes, Ismail, you can unmute. Ismail, are you able to hear me? Rajesh, you can unmute yourself. Rajesh, are you able to hear me? Praveen, you can unmute yourself.
Hi, sir.
Hi, Praveen. Yes. Praveen.
Yeah. So, as I have heard the questions which was asked by different audience who is participating, so I have completed my DevOps, and I have worked in non-IT as a sales and marketing, but I have a strong zeal to shift career to IT because I am an engineering background student of mechanical engineering. So I have seen in DevOps it's just like about CI/CD and continuous integration.
Those things are coming under DevOps, Praveen. Those are not coming under AWS, are coming under DevOps.
Yeah. Yes.
CI/CD and those things also.
Yes. So, how how they can ask what are the services required for this particular for a particular client, how we can give these services.
No, regarding DevOps, we are not. We are going
Not
to cover
DevOps,
the
sir.
first
AWS.
Yes, AWS. I'll give you the interview question in the end of the training, and whatever we are going to learn in this training, just go for those ones. So definitely, whatever they ask, you can go for
Sure.
that.
Sure, sir.
So
Because
there's a more than 200 interview questions I'm giving you, and whatever we are going to learn, and there are a lot of, I'm giving you a quiz. In every quiz, there are near about 30-35 questions. Some are 20 questions also, like that. You
okay.
have, so you can attempt those one. It helps you to clear interview.
Okay. In from Linux, how far extent we need to? I mean, I have to be familiar, sir, for AWS point of view.
This not much required. If you want to roll, just basics is required. Not much in depth is required.
Okay, okay. So, like a server administration, something is there, sir. Critical things in Linux.
Not required for us. For AWS, for it's not required.
Okay, okay, sir. Okay. Thank you, sir.
Thank you. Dilip, you can unmute. Sumant, you can unmute yourself. Diksha, you can unmute. Diksha, you can unmute yourself. Partha, you can unmute yourself.
Hi, Ankit.
Hi, Partha.
You can hear me now?
Yeah, I'm able to hear you.
Hey, hi. See, I'm part of cyber defense team, and I'm an endpoint security engineer. So we have a squad where they have managed the container security. So may I know, do you plan any DevOps batch very shortly?
Regarding that, you can contact to my team. They will update you regarding it.
Okay, and with this current list of services, how much of emphasis is given to security or the cloud security?
This is not much about security. This is about associate level. If you want to go for security, there are other, we have it. If you see here is it certified security training. This is not much about security. A very basic security we are going to cover here. For security, this is the training which we.
All right. So
AWS certified security specialist.
But this course will definitely help me to start off with.
Yeah, it will help you to understand the basics of cloud, because if you directly go for this one, they are not going to cover basics. They are going to directly cover about the certified specialist for that one. But yes, with the help of this one, it helps you to cover about the basics of AWS. You can understand.
All right. Thanks, Ankit.
Okay.
Yeah. Thank you.
Anything else?
That should be all. Thank you.
Okay. Okay. Yes, Bob, you can unmute. Bob, you can please unmute yourself. Vara, you can unmute yourself.
Hi, Ankit.
Hi, Vara. Prasad.
Yeah. Just I have one question, but it's maybe not related to exactly AWS. But I hear that Snowflake is one of the tool for data management. So,
are you a DBA?
No, not DBA, but I'm planning
I
to.
tell you, Snowflakes is a very good. You are correct. Snowflakes is very good. Those people are currently in DBA path. Those are people are working as a DBA. Or if you want to move it to that data warehousing, that time you can go for these Snowflakes. And you are correct. My brother is having 20 years of experience as a DBA. He also switched to Snowflakes now. Those are people are. Yeah, but that's what I'm telling you. Those people are working as a DBA. For them, it is suggested as go for Snowflake, or in AWS there is a service called Redshift. Those people can.
What is that?
Redshift. Redshift.
Redshift. Okay.
Yes, Redshift. Those people can go for that. Those people are interested in their data warehousing. Those people. Even but if you want to learn Snowflakes or if you want to go for Redshift, you need to have a basic knowledge about cloud. That is basic requirement to learn about Snowflakes and Redshift, because Redshift is directly work on AWS, but Snowflakes is working on storage. Like in AWS, we have told you we have a service called S3. To work on S3 bucket. So data warehousing that Snowflakes is going to link on your S3 bucket, and based on under your S3 bucket, it is going to work. And Snowflakes can be work on AWS, it can be work on Azure, it can be work on Google also.
Snowflakes. Yes, correct.
Snowflakes, yes, it is correct. It is very good in market, but it is for those people, those are work as a DBA, those are previous experience as a DBA, or those who want to go for data warehouse. But yes, to learn that also, you need to have basic cloud knowledge. It's mandatory.
Got it. Yes, sure.
Anything else, Vira?
Yeah, thank you. Thanks for confirming. Yeah.
Okay. Yes, Sharaf, you can unmute. Sharaf, you can unmute yourself. Suresh, you can unmute yourself.
Hey, hi, Ankit.
Hi, Suresh.
Yeah, very good evening, Ankit. Thank you for the session. It's a nice session. Okay. Yeah, just now you clarify my doubt. I'm into data warehouse. So we'll use S3 simple storage services. Is it right?
Yes, for we are going to learn that also. S3 bucket.
So for every data warehouse tool, okay, they will use S3 only or any other services as well?
No, I'm talking about cloud. I'm talking about Snowflakes. If there is Snowflakes, is work on S3 bucket. In AWS, there is a service called Redshift. In Azure also, there is a service called Analytic. In Azure also, we have that service. In AWS service at Redshift, it is directly work on AWS platform. But if I talk about that, if you want to work on Snowflakes, that Snowflakes is linked to link your AWS account, and then in that it is working on your S3 bucket.
Okay, got it, Ankit. And one more query: are you covering like whenever we are getting any certification queries, like questions? Are you covering in this?
No, this I already told, this training will not help you to clear certification, because for certification only theoretical knowledge is required, and those theoretical knowledge will help you help you to clear interview, and it will not help you to work in real time also. Because to work in real time you need to have practical knowledge, and interview also they're asking about practical knowledge, and for certification you need theoretical knowledge. So for certification, we'll provide you some term, based on that you can do that.
And one more thing. So, or suppose we are working on in ODI, Oracle Data Integration.
Yeah,
so
I know that.
When we are migrating to the Azure cloud, Azure Amazon cloud or Azure cloud, how it will be that also cover here or?
No, those things is not going to cover about the ODI part. In AWS, there's a service called, I forget the name of that service. Something like that quiz or something like the service. Some service name is there in AWS. ETL tool is there also in AWS. But that is not going to cover it in this one.
Yeah.
Okay.
Thank you, Ankit.
Thank you. Yes, Kunal, you can unmute.
Yeah, good evening, Ankit.
Good evening, Kunal.
That's a good session. Thanks for that.
Thank you, sir.
My just a doubt was, like others also mentioned the same thing. I have a 10+ experience in network security background. So will this AWS training or AWS certification will?
Can you repeat your question? Sorry.
Yeah, so I have 10+ years of experience in network security. Network infrastructure, and for last 3-4 years I have started in the security part also. So will AWS help enhance my career, or will it help for your career growth?
Definitely, it will help you because in this one also we are going to cover about VPC and those things. Those things you can easily understand it. It's all about networking. Those things also a port which we need to open and those things. Definitely, those things will help you to enhance your more knowledge and it helped your the previous experience you have it. You can easily understand those main important topics which you are going to cover in the training.
Okay, because I don't have any experience in the programming background. I mean,
there is no
SQL
programming
or
we are going we are not going to cover it, but yes, there is a service called Athena. We are going to cover it. In that one, for this one, we need to have a basic knowledge of SQL. If you have, that is okay. If you don't have it, I'll give you a link. Based on that, you can learn about basic SQL also. There is a service called Athena that for this one, you need to have basic SQL knowledge. Whichever I'm going to SQL queries I'm going to use, I'll share those SQL queries with you guys. So for practice purpose, you can also use it, the same one. But yes, I'll give you some links. If you have more knowledge about SQL you want to learn, you can learn. I'll give you some commands. Only you can just focus only on those commands. Even because in SQL, there are near about 15, 20 commands are there. You don't need to focus on all those commands. Just I'll give you 4 or 5 commands, just sufficient for you guys.
Right. Because DevOps and all that thing, we didn't have any chance to have an experience on that part. So was thinking that.
So the basics, I'll let you know about the SQL basics. So based on that, you guys can learn it.
Okay. Great. Thanks, Ankit. Thanks for that. Yeah.
Thank you. Yes, Abhi, you can unmute.
Yeah. Hi, Ankit.
Hi.
I would like to know that DevOps need to be skilled in any programming language?
No, nothing. Programming is not required even for DevOps.
Okay.
No programming language is required. Just only for DevOps, it's mandatory to have a basic Linux knowledge. For that one, it is required. Whenever we are going to cover that, we are going to let you know also we are going to cover it.
Okay, thank you.
Okay. Anything else?
Nothing.
Okay. Next is Pratik, you can unmute yourself.
Hello.
Yes, Pratik.
Yeah, hi. I'm in a system admin. Currently, I'm working as system administrator. So I am just working on a simple query and a ticket for it. I am not working on the Linux and stuff. So is it good platform to me?
Sorry, can you repeat your question?
Yeah.
Hello. You can repeat your question.
Yeah. So is it a good platform to me that I'm currently working in the system admin? I want to work on that on the AWS.
Yes, it is also a good platform that right now anyone can move to this platform because it is the right way to move to cloud, Pratik. Like earlier also I told you, anyone can move it. Whatever your previous experience you have it, those you can implement here also.
Okay. So
because everything, whatever right now you're working on local machine, it always move to the future in cloud because it saves a lot of money of every client.
Right. So when I'm going to move from one skill to the other, the other organization asks that do you have the experience in the relevant or do you have the projects and that in that time we will face the issues. So how to discuss?
First, Pratik, if your first choice is if your company is giving you a chance to move to other technology, that is first. If your company is giving, always prefer to that option. Okay, if in your company is giving you a chance. You know in which company you're working right now?
I'm working in a Neosoft Technologies in Pune.
If your company is giving you a chance to move to the technology to AWS, always go for that one because with the help of this one, whatever your previous experience you have it by default, it will get converted into AWS. Otherwise, you need to put that 2-3 years experience as a AWS, then you can go for that. And in that one, whatever we are going to learn in that training, those things you need to put. And we are going to little bit discuss about some projects also in our upcoming session. So those things you can put in our resumes.
Right. My last question is that do I get the project here in the end of the this course?
There are 2 projects we are going to cover it, which I've told you. One is with VPC, EC2 and RDS related with these 3 one, and the other one is only for S3 bucket.
Right. So I can mention it in my resume. Right.
Yes,
Thank you.
those things
Thank
also
you so
you can
much.
mention. Yes, Amir, you can unmute.
Yeah, thank you.
Hi, Ankit.
Hi, Zamir.
Hi. First of all, thank you for your free sessions, creating this new opportunity to everyone to learn this one. Basically, my question is on the analytics part of it. When you mentioned, like, Athena will be the one which uses for the Athenic analytics part. My question is, like, this is only a service we will be enabling, or anything like we'll do data warehousing concept, or
No, we are not
something
going
which
to
will
cover
help
a data warehousing concept. The data for
anything with
data
the.
warehousing, there is a service called Redshift for data warehousing. And Athena, we are going to cover with a service called VPC Flow Logs.
So
There is
this
service called
analytics, sorry, this analytics is more with
Athena.
the system like Splunk or something like this.
No, it is
system performance.
No,
Something
no. It is not like that. Whatever the logs get generated, if you want to see your logs, you can see your logs with the help of SQL queries. That's what we are going to see.
Right,
and how to link your logs with Athena, that also we need to see. And all your logs get generated in S3 bucket. And for S3 bucket, you need to link with Athena, and based on your SQL queries, you can see your records. That's what we are going to do. This is not complete data warehousing. Data warehousing different thing. This is just we are going to see our logs with the help of SQL queries. So it is easy for us to check our logs.
Right. So in the certification flow diagram, you have mentioned, there was one certification for the. If you can just share that one for the based on the analytics, I think big data and all. So is there anything related here for the those kind of services?
Those are data warehousing services which we are not going to cover it. Like we have a Redshift service, a service called something like Quiz. I don't remember my name. That is ETL tool. We have it in AWS, but those things are not good to cover it.
Okay. And one more question here. Once we are done with these services, as a role, there are chances that we get placed in the client placed directly or through the consulting environment. So mostly consulting environment will get the chance to work on specific services. But when we are on the direct client place and working on the client role, it's mostly we have as a one person has to take care of the whole the cloud system. So do with this training solution we will be able to take care of that one, or do we
definitely
have to
you can do
as
that.
a solution architect or something like that?
So this is solution architect, but definitely you are able to, whatever it's going to done, you are able to handle it. And other thing is, it's not just a one person is going to manage all the services. There are a very big team which is going to manage, because there are a lot of services are there, and one person is not going to work on all services. They will assign you one or two services, you just work only on those 2 or 3 maximum, like this they are going to assign.
Right, because see, in my current environment, I mean, like we have a admin team who's only one person taking care of these the whole cloud infrastructure of it. I mean, like network people is there, but the infrastructure wise is only one person who's taking care of creating all these systems for us on the VMware and things like that. So for that
in this one, we are going to create a VMware. We'll learn it in our upcoming session how to do that. We'll see that in our upcoming session.
Okay, thank you very much.
Yes, Santish, you can unmute.
I am not in the WhatsApp group, sir. Could you please send the link?
Yeah, just a minute, guys. I'll share with you also in the chat box. I'm just going to share some WhatsApp group link, guys. Based on that, you can join the WhatsApp group. If you are not in the WhatsApp group, guys, join this WhatsApp group. Just a minute, I'm sharing in the chat box. I'm sharing multiple chat groups, guys. Don't join the duplicate groups. So just join any of one group, you can join it. All groups are same, guys. Just a minute, I'm sharing it.
I think it is full.
Okay, just a minute. Guys, don't join the duplicate group if you are already in one of a 87 batch group. So then don't join it. If you are not there, then you can join this group. If you are still are not able to join any of the group, I have shared a lot of link. Then you can contact my team. I have given the numbers here. So just you can contact with them or drop an email to them. They will reply you there. Yes, Santosh.
Any more details we get it in the WhatsApp group?
Yes, you can check the WhatsApp group description. All the details are there, whatever is required for the team. All details are there.
Okay. Thank you.
Thank you. Yes, Behel, you can unmute. Rahul, you can unmute yourself. Chaitanya, you can unmute yourself. Chaitanya, are you able to hear me?
Hi, Ankit. Am I audible now?
Yeah, I'm able to hear you.
Hi, Ankit. So I had two questions. I'm into data science. So the service used is mostly SageMaker. Would at least a part of it be touched? Like, would it be introduced? It's not in the course content actually.
No. Can you repeat your question, Chaitanya?
Okay, so hi, Ankit. So the thing is, I'm into data science. Many of them ask for the AWS services. So companies ask for AWS service. So I think the service they ask for is SageMaker. It's not there.
That is not coming under associate level. That might be service coming under expert level or some other course coming in. That is what is not part of that course content.
Okay, I got that.
Okay.
Thank you.
Did you see the course content?
Yes, I did. It was
Just
not mentioned.
in that,
So
it is not mentioned. It is not mentioning. It is not going to. Might be it is a service coming under professional level. That is why it is not getting that.
Okay, I got that. And Ankit, I had another question. I have a pet project, a Django project, which I want to host on AWS. So this mentions that static pages are, you'll be teaching about hosting static pages and connecting them to S3, but
static website we are going to cover. The static website is we are going to cover in S3 bucket. And then in that one, we can link our S3 bucket static website with our Route 53 service. We can do that. Okay. Yeah, we'll learn it about that one.
So I can connect my Django project also with it. I mean,
if you're creating your if you're creating those website in S3 bucket, just you need to connect your home page with that one. Another page are linked with each other, so definitely it can be easily you can connect.
Okay. So
major two pages are required into that: index.html and error.html. Two pages are mandatory. Other than that, you can create as per your requirement your website, whichever you want to do, you can do that. Okay. Index is the home page. Error is whenever if you get any error, it can be covered with the help.
Okay. I got that. So hosting and everything is taught.
Correct. That whatever is mentioned, we are going to cover.
Thanks, Ankit. That's it from my side. Thank you.
Yes, Shravya, you can unmute.
Hi, Ankit.
Hi.
So can we learn DevOps as well parallelly?
Yes, Shravya, if you like earlier also some person asked, can we learn parallelly about DevOps also? Yes, if you are able to do that, if you are able to learn both the things at a time, AWS and Azure or AWS and DevOps, you can do that also. But AWS? Yes, you AWS and DevOps.
Okay, so part of DevOps is also covered in this training, right?
This training is not about DevOps. This training is all about AWS.
Okay.
Okay, this is completely AWS training. This is not a DevOps training. So in this one, we are not going to cover anything about DevOps.
Okay, if I want to learn DevOps as well, is there any source from your institute?
Yes, you can contact them. They will provide you the details.
Okay.
Okay, just contact any one of them or just call on this number or drop an email. They will guide you there.
Is there any other timings for this AWS?
No, for AWS, there's only one batch which is going to start at time as 4 to 5. Right now, there is no other time.
Okay. Yeah, fine.
Thank you.
Yeah, I should go with the recordings. Like we stay in London, so.
That time might be you can go for that, because earlier the previous batch I'm cover, like just a few days back I have completed. There are some others from students are there from London. They are able to join. They are actually very happy with this timings.
With this timings?
Yes.
Okay.
Might be they are working in some other time. That's with my. I'm not sure your whatever you're working it. So they are happy actually. That's what I'm telling you.
Okay.
No issue. If you are able to join, you can continue with that, or you can go for the recording search.
Okay. Yeah. Thank you.
Thank you. Yes, Chaitanya, you can unmute. Chaitanya, you can unmute yourself. Shravya, you can unmute yourself. Gundrapu, you can unmute yourself. Balachandra, you can unmute yourself. Magesh, you can unmute yourself. Magesh, are you able to hear me? Magesh, are you able to hear me?
Yes.
Yes, do you have any question, Magesh?
When will the real class start?
From tomorrow, we are going to start about EC2 machine. That's but first service we are going to continue from tomorrow. This is just an introduction part we are going to cover, and whatever the queries you have, guys have, that we are going to cover today.
Oh, okay. Can we have the session after some classes so that it will be useful for us to ask questions based on the classes we use?
Sorry, Mahesh, can you repeat your question again?
Just a minute.
The timing will be the same, which we have mentioned it in the WhatsApp group, 4 p.m. to 5 p.m.
I'm asking that can we have this question section after some classes?
Can we have
this question sessions after some classes?
So whatever sessions when we are going to cover, then that one we are going giving a chance, and based on that you can ask your questions.
Yes, that's what I meant.
Definitely we have 1 hour session. In that one, whatever the answers I can give for that.
Oh, okay, thank you.
Okay, session will be of 1 hour. So in that one, we'll try to answer each and every question. If it's possible, you will also get a chance.
Okay, thank you.
Okay. Ashutosh, you can unmute yourself.
Hello, sir.
Hi, Ashutosh.
Hi, sir. Actually, I want to ask that I have done my MCA, but I have 4 years gap. Actually, I started a business. So now, because of COVID and pandemic, I stopped my business, and now I want to switch my career in IT. But many of my friends are in IT background, so they told me that without experience we can't get in AWS in company. I mean.
So sorry, can you repeat your question, Ashutosh, again?
Actually, my friends, lots of friends are in IT background, so they told me that in AWS you have to give a fake experience. Without experience,
no. Ashutosh, if you go for as a fresher, that experience is not required. If you want to go as a fresher, if you want, you can go for as a fresher also. But if you want,
okay. But as a fresher, is there any job like?
Yes, there are. We have recently posted some jobs in our Telegram group, and from that, 5 students are get posted in that company, Hyderabad. I don't remember the company name right now. We have some of 5 students are get posted as AWS one associate level.
Okay.
Few months back we have posted, and all 5 students. There are positions are near about 7 to 8, but 5 of our students get posted. from our training institute. So yes, there are. So whenever we are getting, they are posting it in our Telegram group. There are some freshers also. There are some experienced jobs also. We are getting it. So whatever you feel comfortable, you can go for that.
Okay. If I put it a fake experience, then what I need to do a preparation, like any projects or what? Matlab.
So whatever the projects we are going to cover in the training, you can even put that also. Whatever we are going to cover, like BPC, whatever the knowledge we are going to cover it in this training, just learn those things also. And the 2 basic projects we are going to cover, those one also you can put in your resumes. And the sample resumes which I'm providing you in the end, those are very good sample resumes. Based on that, you can just create your resumes and then share it.
Okay. And project which we are going to do, is it a simple project or we can put it
no,
on?
These are not it's not a very complicated, but it's a very basic project which everyone can understand. A simple person simply can anyone understand, because in this one we are going to learn some new things.
Okay, but that project I can put it on.
Yes, you can put it in your resumes also. You can put it.
Like 1 year I work in this company and this project I have done.
Yes, like this you can go for.
Okay, thank you, sir. Thank you.
Yes, Kunant, you can unmute. Kunant, are you able to hear me? Ayal, you can unmute yourself.
Yes, sir. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I'm able to hear you.
Yes, sir. So my first question was, can I get a job from your course content into clouds?
Yes, you can easily get it.
Like only if I refer your content course and like your content, whatever you're providing, and I can crack the interview, right?
Definitely, you can easily do that. But I make sure whatever we are going to learn in this training, you are learning those very carefully.
Yes, I'll be thorough with them. And if I crack the interview by your course content, that I would be then I would be working for the company under what post, like as
an associate level.
Acha, AWS associate,
as solution architect associate level.
Just a minute, I'll just note it down. Solution architect associate
level.
Yeah. And is your course good enough to get an AWS certificate? Like,
no, this training will not help you to clear certification, because for certification, theoretical knowledge, this is practical training. And for interview, that's I'm telling you, training help you to clear interview, not for the certification.
And is it fine to learn AWS over Azure? As like I know that AWS is the topmost cloud provider.
While both are good, you can go for any of the cloud, whichever you want.
Both are equal, right?
Both are equal, yes. Right. Currently, market, if I talk about AWS is number 1, Azure is number 2 as per their customers. Because why actually it is there? Because AWS started at 2006, Azure started 2010. That is why AWS is number 1. But if I talk about, both are equal, because I'm working in both the technologies right now. I'm currently working in AWS also, I'm working in Azure. So it is both are equal. So,
and did you even have the certificates, like when you were at your job level, that in those days you had certificates of Azure as well as AWS?
Certification, no, I didn't do any certification till now, because certifications, I already told you, as per Indian market, certifications are not much give importance.
Okay.
As per US market, they are giving you preference on certification if they are giving it. But as per Indian market, they are always checking your knowledge.
And can we also learn AWS through Windows instead of Linux? Can we practice it on Windows?
Yes, you can also there also, but in real time, majorly clients are go for the Linux one. So our examples are on both. Some examples are on Linux, some examples are on Linux, Windows, both we are covering it, so everyone can easily understand.
Yeah. Yes, okay. Thanks a lot, sir, and God bless you. Your efforts really, thanks a lot for this course.
Thank you, Payal. Thank you. Mubin, you can unmute. Megha, you can unmute yourself. Megha, Arshad, you can unmute. Ashok, you can unmute. Raj, you can unmute. Raj, you can unmute yourself. Chandru, you can unmute.
Hi, Ankit.
Hi, Chandru.
Yeah. So actually, recently I got an IGP and moved to AWS project. So it's something related to AWS infra. So still, I didn't get any access about that. So they just given some credential or like VBOD something. So so this course, how would be help to me? So is that fine to implement my knowledge, or how it would be?
Yeah, definitely this training will help you a lot to cover about these, whatever we are going to cover, we'll do that also.
Okay, fine. So, and I learned something like a little bit about AWS. So I have small doubt in that. So we have a three-tier application. So, so as you said earlier, so there we are going to work any few services, not all the services. So in that case, if they are going to deploy into three-tier application means, so what are the services I would have worked?
Majorly, you'll work on EC2 machine and VPC. These are the basic services which you are going to cover.
Fine.
We are going to work on that.
Okay. Fine. Thank you.
Thank you. Yes, Alfred, you can unmute. Look like I think that a lot of people are not interested.
Hello, can I speak?
Yes, Alfred, you can unmute. Yes, you can ask your question.
Yeah, thank you for your knowledge, sir. I would like to know, besides training, do we have like some notes?
Yeah, in this training, I'm going to use 84 PPTs. These are 84 PPTs. I'm going to cover, use it, and after every session, you will get these PPTs with the help of Google Drive, and then you can access it.
Okay. Do you have like some services that can pay for it?
Sorry?
Do you have like some services to pay for it that you offer?
For this one, you can contact my team. They will guide you all the details. Just you can drop an email, you can contact them. You will get all the details regarding that.
Okay. Just a comment. Like the knowledge you have is a great knowledge. I live here in the United States. Actually, it's the same concept. What they need is the knowledge. Certification is just a plus.
No, I'm not able to understand your question. Can you repeat it?
No, I'm just saying the knowledge you got is a good knowledge here in the United States. Certification is just a plus. All they need here is the knowledge.
Certification, yes, certificate. Yeah, you need the knowledge. Certification is not important because for interview, no one will check your. If you have a certification, they will ask you more question. But if you don't have it, they will ask you a proper questioning. With proper question, they will go for that.
That's what I'm saying. I mean, other field to like
lot of people have miscommunication that if I go for certification, I'll get a job easily. No, it is not like that.
It's just a plus. It's just a plus.
Yes.
Yeah, it's just
you need
plus.
to have a knowledge. If you have a good knowledge, you can easily crack the interview.
Easily, they take you just now. The hardest part is to have the interview. Once you go through the interview, you're good.
Yes, you're correct.
All right. Thank you, sir.
Okay, thank you. So guys, with this, I'm ending this session. We'll continue in the tomorrow's session when we are going to learn about our first service, which is called EC2, that we are going to cover in the tomorrow's session. And before that, we'll learn about how we can create our AWS account. So that we are going to. Thank you guys. Have a nice day. We'll continue in this in the tomorrow's session. Thank you guys.